Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to another Lost reaction. This is season 5 episode 14 and it is called The Variable. The characters are so spread out across time and space in their little groups that it's been rather difficult to ascertain where the story is going, because we're getting little bits here and there, episode upon episode, and all the pieces haven't yet fallen into place. We're certainly making headway, but I don't think I've got any way of expressing what I think is going on in words just yet. I think I might have to leave any major rambling and predictions till closer to the finale, which is fast approaching. Right, so where is everyone? Young Ben is, last time we saw it was with Richard being healed at the temple in 1977. And we know that Ben has to return back to the Dharma Initiative eventually in order to be in the position we saw him in when he poisoned his dad and joined the others, the hostiles, permanently. We've also seen clips of Ben throughout his tenure on the island, banishing Charles and possibly Ellie as well. I've got to try and remember that her name is Eloise Hawking. For some reason I keep getting this Kendrick. I keep thinking her name's Ellie Kendrick for some reason. I don't know why. And wasn't Kendrick the name of the person that Ben said he was going to see when he went to see Charles? What he said to the doorman, that he was going to see Mr. and Mrs. Kendrick.
Good evening, sir. May I help you?
Oh, yes, I'm here to see Mr. and Mrs. Kendrick in 4E.
Sorry, I got sidetracked there. So John and Old Ben were at the temple last time we saw them, and Ben was being judged, or had been judged, by the smoke, where we saw the statue, where we saw the Egyptian hieroglyphs, or Egyptian style hieroglyphs. Son and Frank are with Christian in 2007 in the village. Also in the village, but in 1977, are Juliet, Miles, Hugo, Jack, Kate, Sawyer, Jin, having travelled there by time travel accidentally. And of course we've also got Horace, Roger, Phil, Pierre and Rosinski, who are native to that time period. Then we've got Caesar, who's been killed by Ben, but dead isn't always dead on this island. And the other 316 survivors are acting very strangely and asking the question, what lies in the shadow of the statue? This was also mentioned when Miles was semi-kidnapped by Ben's operatives, I'm assuming, when he was warned against going on the freighter and warned against working with Charles Widmore. And they also said, what lies in the shadow of the statue? And because Miles didn't know the answer to it, they said he wasn't ready. So what is the answer? I mean, literally, the well lies in the shadow of the statue. Jacob's well. That's a biblical thing. Jacob's well is an actual biblical thing. But Is it the temple itself it's referring to? Is the smoke the shadow of the statue, so to speak? No, I still need more information. This one's called The Variable. It's made me think of The Constant, that we're going to get a similar kind of scenario as we did with The Constant. The Variable. That was what Daniel was talking about, the variable that he needed Des to tell him in Oxford, that gave him the key to transferring consciousnesses and things, or sending them back in time. I'm sure he referred to that as the variable. Okay, we're catching up with Desmond.
He's coding.
Ben's just a psycho, he just likes killing people, I think.
You're gonna have to wait here.
He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay.
Hopefully he's going to be okay.
I'm Eloise Hawking, and I believe it's my son's fault that Desmond has been shot.
Your son is Benjamin Linus.
Good Lord, no.
God, no.
My son is Daniel Faraday.
That doesn't mean anything to Penny, does it? Or does it? 30 years earlier.
Jack, how did you get back here? How did you do it? How did you get back to the island?
We were on a plane, and then...
Who told you to get on a plane?
As a matter of fact, Dan, it was your mother.
Did she tell you it was your destiny?
Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
Yep.
Well, I got some bad news for you, Jack. You don't belong here at all.
Really?
She was wrong.
How many beats has that metronome counted since you started playing?
864.
Wow.
Your gift, Daniel, is your mind. A mind that is meant for science, mathematics. And it's my job to keep you on your path.
I want to keep playing the piano.
That's not a
I
distraction.
can do both. I can make time.
If only you could.
That won't be good. What's going on?
Phil, one of my security
Oh,
guys,
yes.
got himself a videotape of me and Kate taking the kid out to the hospital.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
And where's the tape? With Phil. And where's Phil?
in the closet.
Phil, Jack. Phil.
Aha, yeah. He knows he's got to do this. He's got to be there at that point.
Be back in 10 minutes.
How does he know that he's got to be there? Because of his notebook. Where did he get that notebook from?
If you drill even 1 centimeter further, you risk releasing that energy. If that would have happened, God help us all.
There's a lot of that. God help us all. We're going to get a conclusion to this scene that we saw right at the beginning of the season. Who's that? We still don't get a clear look at who that is.
How stupid does that guy think we are?
I think he thinks you're very, very stupid. But that's not the point.
I just came in on the sub with the SWAN team. I need you to order the evacuation of every man, woman, and child on this island.
Why would I do that?
Because that man is on a stretcher as a consequence of the electromagnetic activity that your drilling unleashed down here.
The drilling unleashed
He's
it.
now contained.
In about 6 hours, the same thing is going to happen at the site for the SWAN station, only the energy there is about 30,000 times more powerful, sir. And the accident, it's going to be catastrophic.
That is utterly absurd. What could possibly qualify you to make that kind of prediction?
I'm from the future. Just look at my journal, please. Look at these equations. Some of them won't be discovered for another 20 years. Hey, Dr. Chang.
Hey, Dan, leave the man alone.
Sorry, Dr. Chang. I think you had too many drugs on the side. Dr. Chang. Miles is your son. A Chinese man named Miles, the same name as your baby, shows up with me from the future. You really think this is all coincidence?
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What?
I'm just making sure that your father does what he's supposed to do.
Oh.
And what's that?
You'll see.
Oh, come on. Just tell us, you little tease.
Dan's told me so much
Pleased
about
to meet you. Well done, Daniel.
you. Must be so proud of him.
Daniel, I thought we could celebrate your accomplishment with lunch. There's a nice restaurant
I
nearby.
don't think
I've reserved us a
his
table.
girlfriend's invited.
We would love to.
Actually, I was hoping it would be just the two of us. You do understand, don't you?
It's just that you don't really give a rat's arse about anybody that your son associates with, as long as he's following his true course. I think I get the measure of her now.
I'm sorry to tell you, Daniel, but you're not going to have time for relationships. The women in your life will only be terribly hurt.
How does she know?
It means that your work will always come first, that's all.
Only because that's what you've always pushed me to do. You pushed and you pushed. I just got a new £1.5 million research grant. What else do I have to do?
Grant? That's wonderful. From whom?
It's Charles, isn't it? We know this.
Whitmore, I think.
The diary. Is it full or is it empty? I'm not sure about Ellie anymore.
Welcome to the meeting, Twitchy. Good to see you again. Pound cake's in the kitchen. Help yourself to the punch. He's still crazy.
It's on a whole new level, man.
Great.
Does anyone know where I can find the hostels?
Why do you need to know that, Daniel?
Because one of them is my mother. And she is the only person on this island who can get us back to where we belong.
Why can she? How can she?
Would you like some tea?
That would be lovely.
Oh, God, it's Charles.
Hello, Daniel.
I'm sorry, sir. Did Caroline tell you I have a condition that affects my memory? Just
Don't be embarrassed. We've never met. My name is Charles Whitmore.
I tested that. If I tested that on myself first,
It's all right, Daniel.
I would never hurt Teresa.
Please, it's all right. That's not why I'm here. I came to offer you a new opportunity. Did I say something to upset you?
It's this plane crash. I don't know why it's bothering me so much. It's just so sad. Their dad.
Daniel.
His mind's not all there, is it?